Hey, Arcturus here. Today we're looking at the old train shed from the LEGO Bricklink program Series 1. The set was designed by Maria Kalaoglu. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but here it is on the sheet that comes with each of these. All the instructions for these are done by PDF or through their app, and you'll find them there if you're interested. This is set number 910033. It came with 2,331 pieces and was designed for 18 plus. I quite liked this set. Building it was fun, and I really like this style of architecture. I like how they did the vents here on the front of the building, where you can see those silver grating pieces to give kind of the air vents on the top of the building. I think that's really well done. You get to build a mini one of the two handle train cars that kind of propels it forward. The tracks do work. I think these are the standard Lego tracks, so this would, I think, fit very well with any of the other Lego train style sets, but I don't have any of those, so I couldn't say for certain. There's some nice detailing on the building. There's some greens and browns to kind of show the wear, as well as some lighter and darker oranges to give more texture, and some plants growing in and out of the building. This here is the car. It's a nice simple construction, just uses some small wheels and can go either way, front or back. You also get another small cart that has like a water barrel and some pumps and other things on it as well. So we'll rotate the set. This is a rather large set, taking up two of the green base plate pieces. I, for some reason, when I looked at it originally, thought it was just on one of those, but it is not. So here we have the main entrance to the train shed, which can open up to show the inside. And we'll show more details of that in a few minutes. On this side, we have a refill station, I think, for a steam engine, and then an electrical line here, as well as some storage. I liked the glass here on the doors. It's made from three of these plastic pieces and kind of gives it that nice textured window look that matches the windows on the rest of the building. The back side is pretty much just kind of boring and flat. The only real detail is a little bit of greenery here and some detail in the windows. And then here on the cabin, you get, or the brake area, you get a little more details. You get a roof that just sets on top like so. And you can see there's another door into the train shed, as well as a vent here for the main train shed. It is a wood stove, at least I believe it's a wood stove, kind of like the A-frame cabin, using that sort of same piping technique, which I thought was really clever on that, and I think it's quite well done on here. And then you have a small gate. Oops, push that back a little bit. Running out of table space. You have a small gate here for getting stuff to the tracks, and there should be some fencing here, but the two pieces I set somewhere for safekeeping to make sure I could use them, and somehow lost them. So those are missing from this, but it is just those two pieces. Everything else is here. They did come with the set too. It's not like I didn't receive them. I just misplaced them when I was putting this together. You do have a small door here into the brake area, and we'll take a closer look at that shortly. The top does just come off, and you have a winch type piece that can slide along the smooth plates here on both sides, and this can also just come out. It has a nice chain with hook for lifting like an engine out of a train or some other pieces. There are some stickers in the set. I think that should be pretty clear. Just one small sheet though, so not too many. So here we have the inside of the train shed. You have some lamps along each of the sides. That's a better angle. We'll go with that. You have some lamps along each of the sides, as well as some various tools put inside the train shed. So let's see, best way to show this. So we'll start by looking at the back side of the wall. Then we'll move to the front, and I'm going to go ahead and take this winch out. It also has another piece on the inside that can slide for moving that hook around. You build a small wheeling cabinet with workbench space here. Has some stuff on the sides as well. You have a set of probably welding gases here, as well as a fire extinguisher and some brooms in the side there. I like this style of lamp. I think it works really well. It's pretty minimal in terms of design, but just really gives the right impression of the kind of lamps that would be in a space like this. Then on the other side, you have some cabinets. And then a drill press, and I'll go ahead and I can't take the entire thing out, but you assemble a small drill press like so. And that just slides back in pretty easily. Then you have if this was woodworking, I would think it's probably a router, but this is maybe a small lathe for metalworking. I'm not entirely sure. And then we have a larger lathe here on the side, and this should just come right out, and it does. It's a nicely designed lathe. I thought this was a very cool addition. As knob for controlling. You can spin the wheel, and you can also bring your tool in and out. It does catch a little bit on these gratings. They don't sit quite smooth enough for it not to catch, but I think that's for how it's built and all. I still think it's very cleverly put together, and that just sets right next to the wall here. Nice and easy. Then in the break area, you have a small painting, a teapot and storage area, and then a wood stove there as well. So a very nice and cleverly put together set. The roof just sits on by friction in a lot of the ways, and the way a lot of the roofs do if they aren't designed to be held in place. You also get a small dog figure as well with the set, and several minifigures. You get several minifigures in the set. So here we have an older railway worker with white hair and beard carrying a red pail. We have a younger railway worker who looks like he's been making a snack or is giving the dog something to chew on. Then we have some engineers, one with what's probably a manual or a checklist for what needs to be done on any of their projects. Then we have another railway worker who's doing some maintenance, has a backpack with something I'm not sure. He has shears in the one hand, but maybe those are supposed to be part of like a welding kit and he's got a portable set. I don't know. This was a cool set of legs. I hadn't seen one with the prosthetic leg there, but that's really cool and well done, and I think it works really well. So it goes very nicely on the figure. Then we have another railway worker with a signaling piece. And then a third with another type of signaling piece as well. So that's a total of 6 figures in the set, which go quite well. I'll put this back in. The main roof just goes right back on top. It's built like one of the modulars where it only has a few connection points. Oops, that's not in. And then it's only got the 2 studs connections, so it goes on nice and easy. Overall, this was a great set. I really enjoyed it. I think it looks great. Unfortunately for me, it's a little too long for display. As I said before, I for some reason thought it was on 1 green plate as opposed to 2. I'm not sure why. For some reason was expecting it to be that way. I don't know why. So For some reason, I was thinking this would be on one display plate, so I was thinking I had a spot to put it, but it being on two is just too long, I think, for me for right now, but I'll see if I can't find somewhere to put it. I really like this style of architecture, just a nice solid building with those old style windows with all the little panes, just a really nice set. I hope if you decided to pick this up, you enjoyed building it as much as I did. And if it's one you're looking at thinking you wished you had got it, I hope you're able to find a copy. That's all I have for you this week. I'll catch you next week with another video.